economic justice, Cornel West pledges to abolish poverty and homelessness through a series of ambitious policies. He plans to establish federal public banking institutions to fund public infrastructure and green reconstruction. Additionally, he proposes the creation of a federal Universal Basic Income Commission to explore sustainable income solutions for all citizens. West's economic reforms include a wealth tax on all billionaire holdings and transactions and the closure of tax loopholes benefiting the oligarchy. He aims to implement a national $27 minimum wage, with adjustments for regions where this may not suffice as a family-sustaining wage. West promises a mandatory minimum of 6 months of fully paid parental leave and ensures living wages for all disability benefits. To combat unemployment, he will launch a national jobs program, guaranteeing full employment and support businesses established as worker-owned cooperatives. His housing policies include ending Wall Street mass real estate holdings and ensuring affordable housing for all by eliminating coverage gaps. Worker justice, West seeks to revolutionize workers' rights with a Workers' Bill of Rights, abolishing right-to-work states and providing greater protections for unionizing workers. He will mandate unionization rights for all non-profit organizations and limit contract negotiations to 1 year, after which workers' demands will be codified. He proposes a 33% minimum worker representation on all boards of directors and 6 months fully paid family leave. West aims to end pay discrepancies based on race, gender identity, and disability status, and will establish a commission to institute a 4-day work week. He promises national free pre-K childcare and the review of all US trade agreements to eliminate worker exploitation. Environmental justice. Moving beyond the Green New Deal, West envisions a global green reconstruction initiative and constitutional rights to clean air and water. He plans to nationalize the fossil fuel industry and declare a climate emergency. His policies include ending oil and gas leasing on federal lands, implementing a moratorium on fracking, and cancelling harmful projects like the Willow Project and the Mountain Valley Pipeline. West will ensure climate reparations and contribute to the Global Loss and Damage Fund. He will also codify free, prior, and informed consent, FPIC, for Indigenous people and end water privatisation. Health justice, West aims to go beyond Medicare for all, providing free healthcare for all residents and codifying abortion rights as a constitutional mandate. He plans to remove transgender exclusions from healthcare policies and nationalise the healthcare and pharmaceutical industries. West will end medical apartheid and increase rights for people with disabilities. He proposes establishing a COVID-19 Commission for Justice and a panel to study vaccine safety. His Health Bill of Rights for disabled people addresses specific healthcare challenges faced by this community. Racial justice, West advocates for reparations to address historical injustices against Black US residents, with a directive to complete the reparations process within 2 years. He will push for filibuster-proof budget reconciliation for reparations and land-back provisions, and end mass incarceration by restoring voting rights for all incarcerated people. His policies include addressing the disproportionate mortality rate for Black pregnancies, establishing public review commissions for police forces, and codifying the Justice for Black Farmers Act. Transformative justice, West's transformative justice agenda includes protecting free speech, enforcing whistleblower protections, and ending the prison industrial complex. He will redistribute police funding to unarmed community-led forces, abolish solitary confinement, and investigate sentencing discrepancies. West promises to ban the death penalty, life without parole, and mandatory minimums, and restore voting rights for those with criminal records. Voter justice, West will make Election Day a national holiday, establish automatic voter registration, and promote ranked choice voting. He proposes term limits for Supreme Court justices and all elected officials, and bans on former officials acting as lobbyists. Education justice, West aims to centre public schools, offering free tuition for state and community colleges, and setting a minimum wage of $80,000 for public school teachers. He will cancel all student loan debt and dismantle the school-to-prison pipeline by removing police from schools. LGBTQIA+ Justice West promises to end assaults on transgender people, establish gender-affirming care standards, and codify an equal rights amendment for LGBTQIA+ residents. He will ban all anti-LGBTQIA+ laws, including Don't Say Gay laws. Gun Violence Justice West plans to end gun violence with a national gun registry, stricter sales regulations at gun shows, and a national red flag law for gun confiscation from dangerous individuals. Immigration Justice West's immigration policies focus on creating compassionate, moral pathways to residency, ending family separations, and abolishing ICE. He will demilitarize the southern border and enforce laws allowing asylum seekers to enter the country. Global Justice West seeks to dismantle the US empire, reduce military budgets, disband NATO, and close US military bases globally. He will end military support to nations committing war crimes and establish a Truth and Reconciliation Commission for US interventions abroad. His global justice agenda includes ending the Cuba embargo, cancelling IMF World Bank debts for developing nations, and standing in solidarity with global women's movements. Cornel West's 2024 presidential campaign embodies a bold vision for a just, equitable, and compassionate America, promising profound changes across economic, social, environmental, and global spheres.